game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick. I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Columbus Explorers. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here we go. Set.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Love.
It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Play action this time with Love. That is taken in by Rodgers. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain addition.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Explorers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, Panthers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
First down, Carolina.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Gallup from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Play fake. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it in at the 11. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never like get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Play action. Fields being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Leonard. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to.
They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give up the middle to Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fields. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Adams, the man in motion left. Second down and goal. Fields. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Explorer 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ready? They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Love from the gun. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Love looking to throw it. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2nd down and 4. Slot man moves right. A give left side to Cook. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Forced out, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics. Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They were in the 46 defense, just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first three guys, the center and the two guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Once more, Gibson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 88 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready.
And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did...
Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sagidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the pauses if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Let's stop talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding in shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if y'all under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they texting calls and run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up. Floppy, cheap copy, I'm Rocky. Leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed, don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo.